Hello, welcome back, fellow fitness enthusiasts. Thank you so much for tuning into this workout. In today's lift, I actually recorded my entire workout at my Strongman gym, and we're kicking it off with a few kettlebell swings here that are gonna get me ready for my first very big component of the workout, which will be a monster dumbbell overhead push press. So I'm just trying to get my system ready. Started with that kettlebell. We're gonna do a little bit of sandbags to shoulder. I thought that we had I think we had a 250 pound bag, but somehow that got cut in half. So the 80 pound bag is kind of doing the job. So they're just picking it up, bring it to the shoulder. It's pretty good to get your central nervous system ramped up, warms up your core, your hips, your legs, pretty much everything. So just doing that for about 3 to 5 reps on each side, I think it was. So again, just to get some blood flowing. And then I pretty much rest just a few seconds in between. Do want to get the heart rate up a little bit here for the warm-up. The next one is just the same sandbag, and then just picking up pretty quick, a little bit more, I don't know, you could say sort of ballistic to more of a clean shoulder and press. And then this is the big boy, the dumbbell that we have. So we apparently have this borrowed for a couple of months. It weighs 143 pounds. I believe it's homemade by someone, and you can see my hand kind of that barely fits around the handle there. So next up for the push press preparation is a single arm dumbbell press, just strict, and then turn into a push press. I think I remember this was 80 pounds. So I'm just kind of working my way up from I want to say it was 40, 80 pounds, and then just doing a couple reps on each side with those. I essentially am just trying to create some stability through my shoulder and just working on the movement, get my obliques firing a little bit, working on the technique with a good amount of leg drive. If you can see, I'm kind of wearing actually some lifting shoes there. And then I'm really just setting up starting to set up the crash pads, make sure that when that thing bounces back, it doesn't break anything or that gets damaged to itself. And then this is actually the very first attempt that I'm doing. So I have to admit, it didn't really feel that heavy, just overall picking it up, like the swing and what now went pretty well. The hard part is here to really balance it on the shoulder and in a strict version, basically, to not use my other arm to stabilize. So that was kind of rough. And for some reason, my right arm actually felt worse than my left. I'm right-hand dominant usually. So left side went quite a bit better. A little bit of a kettlebell swing again to the top. I am wearing 2 wrist braces because that thing is a bitch digging into the forearm. And it was just super wobbly at the top, just trying to feel the center of gravity there, and then making sure that I don't kill anyone with that. In this second set, you can kind of see I put some chalk on the back of my shoulders because I wanted to try to do it a little bit more of a windmill style. So I will try to lay the dumbbell more across my shoulders. So again, it just, in a lot of senses, is also a lot of technique because you do want to use your whole body to lift this, not your shoulders. So you cannot see how the dumbbell is pointing forward, my elbow is out, so it's not ideal. And I'm already kind of trying to just do it with one hand, but I was honestly, my arm didn't feel strong enough to stabilize that and then use that push press or the leg power to control it to the way up. So just kind of tossing the dumbbell around. But overall, compared to I guess if you hear 140 pounds for a dumbbell, it really wasn't. I was like, I got this. And then I'm like, nope. Where's the head shake? There it is. I was like, I got it, and then nope. So if the dumbbell was smaller, I could definitely do it because I can move 130 really easily, like at a conventional gym. This is just really big, bulky, and awkward. But it's a really fantastic challenge. So, and then towards the end, just trying to see my grip strength. I also noticed at that point that I haven't had any chalk on my hands the whole time because I was too excited to lift the dumbbell. So that made me feel pretty damn good. So there was 3 sets of 1 for the push press. And then the second part of the workout, I got into some basically dead stop Swiss presses. So big pressing day for me. I really technically only do 3 exercises. It took me about an hour or so. And so the Swiss press is just the dead stop is just a really good way to essentially work on your, you could say, power from the bottom out of the hole And my RPE for the day, so rate of perceived exhaustion, as far as like how intense I wanted to make it, was like a 6 to 7. So I'm hitting a couple warm-up sets there with about 135, 145, just to work on the movement. I am taking my shoes off here because I'm not using my legs at all, so I actually felt more stable being in socks. That's how I prefer to do any major big lifts. And then another set of 3 here, and this is my first working set, so I went for 6 repetitions. Obviously the time lapse makes it much faster, so at that point I was like, man, this is probably going to be a little too heavy, and I controlled my ego and went down about 10-15 pounds in weight here. The other thing with these kind of lifts is that you have to keep in mind you want to take enough rest in between sets that you feel fresh. We're not trying to push really our heart rate and our cardio a whole lot. We're really trying to move the weight well. So that's why this, like, so to speak, 3 exercises take longer. So this second set felt way better there. I have my wrist straps on and actually finally added some chalk as well. So this is the 3rd set of 6 of those, again staying super strict. I am leaning back quite a bit at the bottom there just to get that nice clean press from the bottom, and also so that the Swiss board doesn't hit me in the face. So when you do any sort of overhead press, you do want to make sure that you lean back a little bit more just to create a little bit more power. But that was pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the workout and be ready for another one.